And welcome to the Deuce Podcast. I'm Brad.
And I'm Jeremy.
Jeremy, we are doing episode 179. It is the closest thing I could find from an Independence Day sequel I could find, because we already done Independence Day 2.
We didn't want to watch it again.
And we didn't want to watch again, and neither should you. We are going to watch Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure. It is a predecessor from the 1955 movie. This came out in February 27, 2001. Man, things were going to happen later that year. And that was 46 years later from the original movie, Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure. Let's break this down. Jeremy, you can find this on Disney Plus if you want to follow along. It is about, I would say an hour and...
It's an hour and 20 minutes. Hour and 20.
20 minutes. Not a lot of songs in this movie. Not a lot of action in this movie either. Not a lot of things going on in this movie. I was not surprised by this movie, and I wasn't captivated by this movie. It's kind of one of those,
Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how most of those Disney ones
Normally
go.
we don't do direct-to-videos, but
Yeah.
we couldn't find anything. Like I said, we couldn't find anything for Independence Day.
Yeah.
This movie starts out at the opening, and it's the Independence Day, like, picnic.
Yeah, weekend,
whatever. Yeah. And there's a song that's like, welcome to the, what is it, like?
New England. Yeah, just setting the stage, reminding you where you are.
Yeah, letting you know you're in New England.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why that's important. Because in this movie, it's not really that important. This could be anywhere USA.
Yeah,
You know
I mean, maybe they just want to explain to people's accents. I don't know.
I guess you're right on that one, yeah. But
Maybe
anyway, I'm sorry. I interrupted you. How were your thoughts? I know you're giving me that look, like, how dare you. But what were your initial thoughts of this movie?
My thoughts of this movie?
Yeah, your initial thoughts of this movie.
I was trying to figure out how it was different from any of the many other stories, because they always have a lot of these sequels have a formula, which is it's the parent from the first one, their child, who decides they want to strike out on their own, not knowing like the background of their parents or whatever.
Sure.
And they learn that, like, they got it pretty good, and their parents do understand them. Like, that seems to happen a lot.
Sure.
In these direct-to-video sequels.
No, it's the same. This is the same, like, voices. Tramp and the mom, right? I can't think of it. The lady. These are the same actors, right? Voice actors?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? You don't think it was Jeff Bennett as Tramp and Jodie Benson as the lady?
Well, Jodie Benson was
Ariel. Right.
I didn't think she was the original lady.
I don't think she was either.
In the 50s?
Like, oh, no. She couldn't have been in the 50s. The first thing she ever did was, like, Ariel. So she couldn't have been. No, I think you're right on that one. So.
Yeah, the original Tramp, I can tell you real quick. Lady was Barbara Luddy.
Right.
And Tramp was Larry Roberts.
Was Charlie Chaplin. That's why the ladies are trying. Oh, that's great. No, I was gonna say this is 55. This is like 45 years later. So I doubt anyone from the original except Mickey Rooney.
Yeah,
because Mickey Rooney was in this one.
But I don't think he was in the other one though.
Well, then why were they like, "Hey, Mickey Rooney, what are you doing?"
Probably because they needed an old dog.
What was he doing? Was he just sleeping there waiting for like the sequel to like Night at the Museum?
Yeah, pretty much.
And they're like, just wake him up. We're doing Lady and the Tramp 2.
Where he was like the muscle in that one.
Wake him up. This movie also has Chaz Palminteri, because if it's what 7-year-olds love, it's Chaz Palminteri.
They love Chaz Palminteri.
They love Bullets Over Broadway.
I'm sorry, did you say Kathy Moriarty is Ruby?
Yes, Kathy Moriarty.
Damn.
Did you say Mickey Rooney? Did you say Bronson Pinchot? Like, honestly, like, this cast is pretty stacked if you think about it.
It really is.
Normally these are just cameos on an episode of Law & Order SVU.
Yeah.
Just one of them. But now you have all of them together,
Yeah.
and they're the junkyard dogs.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I love it.
Well, and it really does. Like, it actually is a really nice balance between,
Yeah, I agree.
like, voice actors,
Yeah.
like, well-established voice actors, and celebrities. But it is very easy to tell, like, when you get one of the celebrity ones, and you're like, oh, because, like, they are basically just doing themselves. And that's it.
Yeah, Scamp is played by Scott Wolf.
Scott Wolf.
You might know his wife Kelly from the Real World New Orleans. Sorry, I watched the reunion. Big deal.
Or you might
get over it. It was amazing.
You might know Scott Wolf from things too.
No, you won't.
No, you won't.
From what? Oh no, he did. He's Nancy Drew's dad recently.
Yeah, recently. He was also in Party of Five.
That was a long time ago, 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in Everwood.
Yeah.
He was the backup person and
he was an understudy
for Screech and Saved by the
Bell. He was in the movie Double Dragon.
Was he in the movie Double Dragon?
Yeah. He and Alyssa Milano actually used to date.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
It was like in the early 90s, and then
that's his type. Is like these not overachievers, but like these very kind of liberated women,
strong women
who have an opinion, but are kind of have like a secret of their own that they kind of don't necessarily like to share all the time, but like to I don't know, it's just very weird. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay, but he and Alyssa Milano used to date until I think he was in the Double Dragon movie came out, and she was just like, "You're talentless." Goodbye, Scott.
Who's the boss now?
Yeah, but she broke up with him around the time of Double Dragon.
Charmed.
Double Dragon.
Charmed.
Well, I'm sure. But yeah, Chaz Palminteri, Jodie Benson does the voice of Lady, and it's very obvious. As soon I kept going, why does she sound like a Disney princess?
Why does she sound like Ariel?
Yeah, and it took me a minute. At first I thought she was Belle, and then I realized she was Ariel.
This movie is directed by Daniel Rooney, who is also the visual effects producer for Tron. Just thought I'd let you know that one.
Well, I'm glad you told me. By Daniel Rooney?
By Daryl Rooney.
Daryl Rooney.
Yeah. Not Daniel.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No. Maybe he's related to Mickey.
That's what I was going to ask. Is he...
I just got that. Or is he related to the band Rooney? These are
tough questions.
These tough questions that we bring up week after week here on the Deuce. Is Daryl Rooney related to Mickey Rooney?
We're going to find out.
Rooney.
We're going to find out.
Or is he Rooney? No, it doesn't say so. It just says he's a director of the Walt Disney Company. And the director for the Walt Disney Company.
Rooney.
Best known for The Lion King 2, Mulan 2. He's in Lady and the Tramp 2, of course. He's worked as a visual effects producer on Tron. He was nominated for an Annie Award. Annie, are you okay? For, well, he's Canadian. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Outstanding achieving directing for animated feature for Lady and the Tramp. Oh, so this was nominated for an outstanding individual achievement for directing in an animated feature production. That's a mouthful. You Canadians. Jesus. How do you say that stuff with all that poutine in your mouth? That's what I want to know.
Glad you fixed it.
I fixed yes.
Yeah, we were dancing on that line.
Yeah, I was dancing on the line on that one. But it looks like he's the storyboard and director for Walt Disney Company. So yeah, this guy's a big name, but I don't know if he's related to Mickey Rooney.
We're gonna find out.
You're gonna find out instead of talking about this movie.
No, I'm still gonna do that.
This movie basically, while you do that, I'll just talk about it. Our main character, Scamp.
Yes.
He is a wild dog who has 3 sisters of his own, and he just doesn't basically like being chained up. He wants to be running wild, like a freedom, like a dog, just like with his hair in the wind, and that's why I chose it for Independence Day. You know, because he wants to be independent.
Yes, that's why.
That we couldn't find anything else. He ends up seeing Angel on the streets because they're being chased. All these dogs are being chased by a dog catcher, played by not Don Knotts, but the guy's doing the best Don Knotts impression. He really is.
Yeah, it's Paulson.
Sarah Paulson?
No, Rob Paulson.
Oh,
who does the voice of Pinky on Pinky and the Brain?
His name was Robert Paulson.
Yeah, he's the voice of. His name is the voice. He's the voice of Yakko Warner on Animaniacs.
His name is Robert Paulson.
Yeah, I get what you're getting.
Okay.
At. But yes, he's a prolific voice actor.
Oh, so that's Wacko?
Yeah. Or it's Yakko.
Oh, Yakko.
Yakko. Now, Wacko does the voice, does the singing voice for Chaz Palminteri.
Yes. You know what? I don't prefer that. I'm like, if you're going to hire someone to be, I don't know. I guess, like, certain actors didn't necessarily sing their songs in movies.
Yeah.
So I guess it's okay, but, like, I don't know, like, not having Scott Wolf do it, I think he's taking away from whoever is singing for
I
Scott
agree.
Wolf.
Well, like,
Chaz Palminteri.
You have plenty
I'm like,
of people who are...
I don't know. I'm just like,
You have plenty of people who are good enough to do both the singing, the acting, and the
right.
singing for
and
it.
So why not have them just do that?
Right.
Because I don't think a lot of people were like, I don't know. If Chaz Palminteri's not in this movie, I'm not getting it for my 7-year-old. They love Chaz Palminteri.
Yeah. Is this really for the kids if Chaz Palminteri,
right?
Kathy, what's her face, and Mickey Rooney are in it?
Because I love Bullets Over Broadway. I guess. Chaz Palminteri was also in A Boy's Life. I thought that's what. Oh, A Bronx Tale. I'm sorry. I couldn't remember. Yeah. And the recurring role was Shorty in Modern Family.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out what he had done recently.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so
he was his
Modern Family, that's a family.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So maybe they know him from that.
But Kathy Susie was in this too.
Mm-hmm.
She voiced some of the Scamp sisters. You'd recognize her as like Dill Pickle and Phil or Lil from Rugrats. For those of you in the 90s.
Yeah, did you know that Chaz Palminteri struggled to become an actor, splitting his time between acting in off-Broadway plays and moonlighting as a bouncer along Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah, I probably could have put that together.
We are learning a lot.
It sounds like...
Based on this movie, we are learning a lot just about the world of Chaz Palminteri.
Well, not even just Chaz Palminteri. Like, okay...
Or the Rooney family?
Yes, so the Rooneys. There are things like, as an example, you have of people doing different singing voices, like we were just talking about. So we said Chaz Palminteri, and then Jess Harnell, who is Wacko Warner.
Yeah. Which we all know he can act. So we all know you can act. We all know you can sing.
Do both.
I don't know why you're not doing both.
Yeah, I don't either.
It doesn't make sense.
Well, okay, then the singing voice of Scamp is done by Roger Bart, who people might remember him as like the gay director's assistant in The Producers.
Oh, yeah.
He's been in a lot of shows. He was in the new series of Unfortunate Events.
Yes, he was. He was in the TV show Revenge.
Yes, yeah. He's done a lot of different stuff. He was in
Tick, Tick, Boom.
Yes,
recently.
He was also in. Oh God, what was it? The Stepford Wives? He was he was the
Did you
gay
say
housewife.
Recently in Stepford Wives, a movie that came out 20 years ago.
Respectively, quiet you.
Yeah, that's
fine. But he also on Broadway he originated the role of Dr. Frankenstein in Young Frankenstein.
And Young Frankenstein. Yeah.
He's done a lot of stuff.
Friends with Jonathan Larson, and also we found out.
Yeah, he was the one. He got James Gandolfini into acting.
A lot of mob connection in this.
Because he brought James Gandolfini with him. But he was in Oh God, what mob movie was he in?
Married to the Mob?
No, I don't think
I know
he was
wasn't
not
that.
married to the mob.
Was it a movie or a television show?
It was a movie.
Okay.
I think. American Gangster.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he was he hadn't been really on the scene that long acting wise before.
So
he did more Broadway
He was
stuff.
friends with Jonathan Larson.
Yes, he was good friend. He
So
and Jonathan Larson were
if
good
his name
friends.
is Roger,
Yes, that's right.
so Roger in Rent is probably based on him.
Roger in Rent is named after him.
Named
at
after
least.
him, not
Yeah.
based on him. Not,
Yep,
yeah.
it's named after Roger.
I'm gonna
Bart.
assume he doesn't wear. Is Roger the one with scarves?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, and who knows? It could be like I don't know if he filmed stuff all the time or
I don't
whatever.
know.
Anyway, but
More of a tick tick boom.
so Roger
more
Bart
of a
did the
Spring
singing
Awakening
voice of
guy.
Scamp in this one, but he also came back.
But the guy
and-
can act too.
Yes,
That's why I'm like, whatever.
he was the singing voice of Hercules
Oh yeah, he was
in in Hercules.
in Hercules.
Yeah.
I was just gonna finish your,
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So, but yeah, he did the voice of, or he did singing for Hercules in there.
But not the acting.
No, not the acting, just the
That's
singing.
weird.
Well, and then, of course, the other gal, Susan Egan, did the singing voice for Alyssa Milano. And Susan Egan was a big Broadway actress. She was Sally Bowles for a while on Broadway. She originated Belle in Beauty and the Beast musical. She's done tons of things. She was Lynn in, if any of you watch any Miyazaki stuff, she's Lynn in Spirited Away. I mean, she has done a lot of stuff, and she actually subs in with a lot of singing. Again, she was also in Hercules. She was Megara. And so she was, or Megara. She was Meg
Right.
in Hercules. And did the singing and acting
So
in
Roger
that one.
Bart, this wasn't the first time he played a dog. He played a dog on Broadway when he was Snoopy,
Yeah.
which he won a Tony.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. He was, that's right, in the revival of Your Good Man, Charlie Brown. So yeah, these very accomplished people. I'm like, so why did we have to have Scott Wolf and Alyssa Milano?
Because people were like, "Oh, I know Scott Wolf. He was here." Well, I can't remember.
I don't even think the ads even like.
I don't even think Alyssa Milano wasn't that. Well, maybe she was doing Charmed. I don't know. I want to assume that these people were probably at the kind of the heyday of their, period. I don't know. Why have your actors' names on there? I mean, probably because you want to sell as much, VHS tapes as you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Did I say VHS tapes?
you did say VHS time,
That's okay.
and it's probably accurate.
It's probably accurate. It's what, 2001?
Yeah. Well, and she was in the middle of Charmed when she did this.
Right.
Yeah.
So he was probably doing tail end of
Party of Five.
Party of Five.
Yeah.
She was doing Charmed. So people aren't going to be all like, clamoring for Lady and the Tramp 2. How long has it been? 48 years? Oh man, they better have someone good in here. Scott Wolf
and Alyssa Milano.
Alyssa Milano.
Damn.
These are two of my favorite CW people.
And then Grandpa's like, "Is there anyone in there for me?" And they're like, "Well, there's Chaz Palminteri and
There
Mickey
is.
Rooney."
There is. And then like Grandma's like, was there anyone like me? It was kind of brassy.
Kathy Moriarty. And we already said Mickey Rooney.
Now, we haven't been talking about this movie for at least 10 minutes now. I just want you to know that.
20, yeah.
Well, 20. That's fine because there's not much to this movie.
It's a
simple plot.
Yeah, it is.
He runs away. He joins the junkyard.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's being
The
a
junkyard dogs.
being a
not
boy.
sponsored by the wrestler, Junkyard Dog.
No.
The Junkyard Dogs.
Yeah.
Starting to be a man.
And-
Going from a boy to being a man. Falls in love with a dog named Angel.
Yeah.
Who's the
And
boss now.
Buster is like a Doberman
That's
mix,
Chaz
and so
Palminteri.
he basically says that if you house dogs are like
Right.
garbage.
Here's a bunch of tests you'll have to go through.
Yeah.
To become a junkyard dog.
And
I want to become a junkyard dog.
He used to be friends with Tramp. And
Yes, that's the little
and he feels betrayed that Tramp
secret
left
behind
him.
it. Yeah, the like, twist,
Yeah.
you would say. Oh, do.
Yeah, and he learns the value of family, and because the junkyard dogs don't look out for each other. You
No,
know,
except Angel, because
Yeah.
Angel wants to become
Angel
a
wants to be a house dog.
house dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's not really learning that much. In the space of a time, it feels like this dog's supposed to learn all this in one day. It feels like.
Well, it's
Let
over
alone
it's like over that
like,
weekend or what? It's like a day because they
yeah,
go out looking for him all night.
yeah, for the Independence Day,
Yeah.
and that's why I chose it. Did I tell you I chose it because of the Independence Day
You
thing?
did.
You know, because that's coming up, and I thought,
Yeah.
yeah, let's have. I couldn't find a movie.
Yeah.
Could you tell?
It'd be a good quick one.
Very quick one. This is a quick one. There's
Yeah.
not a lot to talk about. This.
It really isn't.
Is there stuff that you did enjoy about this movie? Because I'm gonna tell you, the score is fine. I like the score.
Yeah. And
Melissa Manchester.
Yeah.
The score.
not the I don't think like the musical numbers are what do it for me.
No, it's like, there's
But-
something missing from the musical numbers.
Yeah.
Like the one where they're singing in the junkyard.
Yeah.
Which by the way remind me of Junkyard Heathcliff, because you got House Heathcliff and you got Junkyard Heathcliff, right?
Yeah.
In the Heathcliff
That's
movies, right?
Yeah.
Right? Am I getting their names right?
Yep, you got it.
No, am I?
Junkyard
Go
Heathcliff.
ahead. If I'm getting it wrong, let me know. Junkyard Heathcliff.
No, it's not his name for the last time.
No, it is his name, Junkyard Heathcliff. I swear it's Junkyard Heathcliff. Because there's two Heathcliffs. One of them lives in a junkyard and one of them lives in a house. It's kind of like Scamp. He wants to live in a house and the junkyard.
the Cadillac cat is named Riff Raff.
Nah, it's Junkyard Heathcliff.
It's
Anyway,
Riff Raff.
it's Junkyard Heathcliff. Anyway,
It's Riff Raff.
no. Riff Raff is from... Never mind.
I know what Riff Raff.
Damn it, Janet.
And
That's
his
Riff
and
Raff.
Riff Raff's female companion cat is Cleo.
What? Is it really?
Yeah. It's Riff Raff and
That's funny.
Cleo, and then it's Hector, Wordsworth, and Mungo.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, one day we'll have to debate the merits. Who's
Where's-
better, the
where's
Cadillac
Frankfurter?
cats,
Does
or
Frankfurter come into that?
the Cadillac cats, or the U.S. Acres?
Opportunity bless my soul.
So we're talking about Lady and the Tramp II.
Well, speaking of Lady and the Tramp too, you might know Roger Bart from the Secret
we are
Garden.
all in on Roger Bart.
Secret Garden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got directed by a guy that did the set from the Secret Garden. Tony Award winner from the Secret Garden did the set of the 1994 version of the Secret Garden.
There you
And
go.
he directed me in improv, and that's why
Roger Bart did?
Not Roger Bart, the guy
Oh.
that did the painting, the set design for the Secret Garden.
Okay.
So maybe he knows him.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Get him on the phone.
Get him on the phone. I
Get
don't
him on
know.
the phone.
I-
Get
no,
him on the
I'm
phone.
not gonna get him on the phone. You leave me alone.
Fine.
All right. What were we talking about? Scores fine.
Yeah, the
There's something
scores-
about but the Junkyard Dog song, the Junkyard song,
Yeah.
right? It's probably the best song of the movie.
Yeah.
But there's something missing from it.
Yeah, the songs aren't like...
It feels like it should have been punched up a little bit more.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like a little jazzy little number.
Yeah.
That should have been punched up a little bit more. There's just something missing.
I'll say, like,
From
the
a lot of
songs
the
aren't
movie.
terrible.
No.
But they are missing a little something.
Right.
Yeah, it's just missing a little, like, a little...
Like,
oomph
it could
to
have been
them.
rewritten a little bit.
Yeah,
to,
like, or, like,
give it a
maybe,
little
like,
shine.
yeah, punched up to make it a little jazzier or something.
Yeah.
Like, but it's just missing a little something I can't quite put my finger on. But they're not bad songs by any
I think it's
means.
missing some Scott Wolf because he didn't sing in it.
Oh yeah, that's probably what it was. But I will say, like, I'm with you. Like, the score is pretty good because
Yeah.
it has this like turn of the century kind of like
Yeah.
New England feel with like.
It really does. Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me a little bit of like Music Man a little bit with like some of the score to that.
Sort of. But
Yeah.
we're in the Midwest there. But
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That like
The beginning, that song at the beginning was fine. Again, another fine song.
Yeah.
But it was almost like it was missing something.
It needed something
It's
jazzy.
Independence Day.
Yeah, and it just needed something really jazzy to
I was just
drive
like,
the
okay,
line.
whatever.
Yeah.
Here in the, Connecticut.
It's
I'm
New
just making,
New England.
I'm making it up. New England. But yeah, there was just something, and I think you got that through the sense of that throughout this movie. And the Siamese cats do show up for about 2 seconds as a cameo.
Yeah.
That's about as enough as we want them.
Yeah. We just wanted to gently remind you
Of
that
how
the racism was there.
Was there.
But we're going to try to back away from it
But
a
we're
little.
not going to
We're
give it to
replacing
you.
them with like French stereotypes and Italian stereotypes.
That's fine.
But we are keeping the Italian guys.
And this was before 9/11. Where we had French. Like, freedom fries?
It wasn't a freedom bulldog.
That's true.
Yeah.
No. Well, I don't know how much you can talk about this movie because we didn't. Because I actually know how much you can talk about this movie. 5 minutes, because that's how much we did.
Yeah.
We talked more about the cast.
Yeah.
Which is
I think is the biggest thing. Like, the story really isn't the draw with it.
No, I think this is a fine cast. I think this cast is doing what they're doing. I think that if this is a fine resume builder for these people.
Yeah.
To put something on there and be like, I'm Chaz Palminteri and I did The Name of a Dog. I did a dog in a Disney movie. Ha!
I did a dog.
I wanted to name it Kaiser Soze.
Can I tell you though that I almost embarrassed now that I hear it and I'm like, oh, I get it.
That Kaiser Soze was
no.
Basically from the board behind him.
No,
okay.
No, that wasn't it. Not at all.
Okay. Spoilers from a movie from 1990.
I didn't get that the names of the owners were just pet names for each other. That's the only thing the dogs would know them by.
That
it
makes
was
sense.
because they said that the guy is Jim Deere, and she's Darling, and the baby is. What do they say? I can't remember what the baby's name was. Junior, or something like that. So it's like
that makes sense
because they would never call them by their pet names for each other. That's the only thing that the animals ever hear. So that's what they only know them as. And I'm like, I never thought about that when I was young. That the characters were actually just named Jim Deere and Darling, which it makes sense. It's kind of fun.
I wonder what our cat thinks our names are.
Don't know. Bear. That's about it.
Yeah, that would be about it.
We do call each other by our regular first names.
I don't do it in front of her. I'm not going to.
I'm just gonna call her. Use code
Consciously,
names.
I'm not going to do it.
She's listening. Just use code names. Whenever
use
we
code
talk.
names from now on. That damn cat.
What do you think her name? What do you think she thinks her name is?
Asshole.
You asshole cat.
You asshole. You son of a. Okay. Should we do our 5 questions?
Yeah, we probably should. Yeah, I think it's a good place to do
like
that.
2 of the questions.
What do you think is the best part of this movie?
The best part of this movie?
Yeah.
Now, when you ask that question, you mean the best part, right?
Yeah. Of this particular movie.
Of this movie.
Yeah.
Pass.
Okay. That's fine.
No. I said before the score.
Yeah.
And I did enjoy the score.
Yeah.
You know, it was lovely. I think the animation's fine. You have to remember this is 2001, and about that time we've already kind of ramped up our Pixar. You know what I mean? We've kind of moved into the generation of Pixar, and even DreamWorks is kind of sticking their chops in the animation kind of market. So this isn't really anything new,
right?
And so I don't know. It's not really something that is kind of being eye catching, or even ear catching to me. But if I'm going to choose, it's going to be score.
Yeah. See, I was gonna say the animation.
That's fine animation,
and it's not like the world's best animation by any means, but like I was really impressed with it Because a lot of times when you get to these direct-to-video sequels, they're just like, hey, cut that animation budget by like
That's true.
90%, and it looks like real like
it's
shitty.
jerky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looks very like it wasn't blended right and everything. Like, I think the animation in this looks good. Like it looks really good. Maybe not like for theatrical release, but it looked better than like the Disney like after school hours of stuff where like they kind of got to that cheaper way of doing animating stuff. I think this looks better than that.
Okay.
So I was actually very pleasantly surprised, and I was impressed by the animation with it. So that's my best part.
Good.
Do you think this movie stands on its own?
You know what? I'm gonna say yes.
You do?
Yeah. I think you could easily follow along. You could be like, these are the kids that they had.
Yeah.
These are the pups that they had.
Yeah.
And this is their, I think the only thing that you question is that he knows the chess commentaries, but that's explained by him.
Yeah, but he
And so
explains it.
I think so. And I think that that's a shame because I think there's a world in here that they could have explored way more.
Yeah.
And that's what I was hoping for, but instead we got kind of this, which is not bad. It's just that not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. And
but I think it does stand on its own.
And I would agree with that. Like, I also think it stands on its own. And I know that the focus is on Scamp. But then we also, we focus a lot on Tramp going to find him and,
towards the
talking
end.
about his past and everything. And I'm just like, to me, I would have liked if we had a stronger, presence from Lady, because she just seems like she's...
Yeah.
So
it was
like,
almost too late after that in the movie to I don't know, dredge up old
yeah, we should have had... I would have liked to seen a better, parallel where, Scamp is doing his thing, but then we also have Tramp with the other dog, his other dog friends going and finding him. And both of their adventures coming together and meeting in the middle.
Correct.
But, yeah, you're right. It almost comes a little too late. And even then, I want Lady to, do something or be, a badass bitch. Literally a badass bitch in this one, and help him out. Or do whatever. Yeah.
Be your badass
but
bitch.
It's they just are are you the girl dogs? You're fluffy and you're like princesses. And if you're a guy dog, you're rough and tumble.
You're rough and tumbling. You're going to go out there. You're going to find the dogs.
Yeah. And so that's why I'm just I think they could have done better.
Even Angel had to come back to the house.
What's that?
Even Angel had to come back to the house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Does this make you want to watch the first one?
No. But I'm also not a fan of the first one.
I wasn't either.
Because here's the thing. And I'm gonna blow our minds of our listeners.
Yeah.
Ready? Lady and the Tramp. Spaghetti. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
That's all.
And they do that.
That's all you're going to remember. And there's a reason why you remember that, because they throw it in your face every time they mention Lady and the Tramp, which is nothing wrong with it. It's a very romantic scene.
Yeah.
Through dogs. By the way, two puppies trying to be all flirting with each other, kind of not.
It's
kind of
weird.
creepy.
It's weird because it's it's almost like they can't decide whether they're puppies, which means they're kids,
Right.
And they're being
right.
flirty.
So that,
or are they
it.
most juvenile dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah.
The age thing is really bizarre, and it's already bizarre because it's the dog aspect, but.
And then besides the Siamese, which you shouldn't have that song anyway.
Yeah.
Nothing to the movie.
Yeah. I don't think so either. I think Lady and the Tramp is a boring movie. I always have. So, yeah. It does not make me want to watch the first one either.
No.
I'm interested in the digital one that they did.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm kind of interested to see how
I agree with that.
A lot of those you had to really expand roles and had to expand things. So I'm kind of interested in seeing what they did in place of the Siamese cats.
Yeah.
Because I know they put a new song in.
Yeah.
So
that pissed people off, I guess. And I'm like,
what?
really?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Well, yeah. I mean, some people just they want their racism to stay in because it's
was
always
it just
been
because
there.
they're like, but that's tradition, and I know tradition, and you go, but it's racist, and they're like, oh, why do you gotta ruin everything? Why you gotta be so
Yeah,
woke?
no, it
and I'm
means
like,
they're willing
no,
to accept
it's
the
because it's
racism.
representation that was misrepresented the first time.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with being woke.
Yeah, it doesn't mean
the
you,
next time
you keep fucking doing it.
It doesn't mean that you keep fucking being racist.
Yeah.
It means you have to correct it and go on
Yeah.
and figure out something else.
Acknowledge it and move on.
Acknowledge the racism and move on. But if you're not willing to do that, then you will feel like it's woke.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, you're coming to get me. No.
Yeah,
We just want to correct things.
We took it off there, took it out of there because it's racist.
It's
well,
racist.
that's for the best because you don't want to keep
But never
perpetuating
you're
it.
destroying my childhood. No. That should have destroyed your child. They played chopsticks with chopsticks.
That was a different movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That was a different
that was
movie.
the Aristocats.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. But again, what?
But it was like exactly the same modeling and everything. Yeah,
I remember I got mad at something and it was completely...
it was not even the right movie.
It wasn't even the right movie. I don't care, Disney.
Just for that, we're doing the Aristocats too. Which I think it's called the Oliver and Company. The
Don't get me started on Oliver and Company.
It's a movie I did not get into. Was Ruby from Oliver and Company?
Don't get me started on Milo and Otis. Is that a movie too?
Which one?
Milo and Otis?
Milo and Otis?
Yeah.
That was something way different.
Is that a Disney movie though?
I don't think
Don't get me
so.
started on that. I don't care.
I don't think so.
I will
And,
Tango and Cash. I will. Oh wait, that's.
Would you reboot, continue, or cancel this movie?
Well, they already did. Just leave it alone. I'm leaving it alone. Unlike you, I'm not that big on finding what they did with the cats and kind of watching the newer movie. But if it was on, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would probably watch it. But no, I'm cancel.
Yeah.
There is being woke again, saying cancel.
I would say cancel culture. I'd be interested in seeing like a reboot that was more of like a modern take on it.
Okay.
I mean, like having it where it's like people with like maybe the dogs meet at a dog park or something. Yeah. Like something more modern feeling as compared to like
right.
Put on your dancing.
Hey, go out on Sunday, have your picture too.
Yeah, right. Instead of that,
yeah,
because that's really what it is like the whole time for this movie. And so I'd rather like if you're gonna do it, almost like
everyone
I know they weren't like
pork pie hats.
Yeah, I know they weren't like the best things necessarily, but like in the new like the 101 Dalmatian like remake kind of movies, they were at least a modern take on what was going on. So like I'd kind of like to see more of the hey, it's the modern two people meeting and their dogs, and hey, let's go for woke. We'll do it's the John Darling or John Deere and Darling or both the same gender or something.
Why are you gonna be so woke about it? Look, they played chopsticks
just to piss people
with chopsticks. Oh wait, that was the Aristocats.
Yeah, it was Aristocats.
Damn it,
the Aristocats. And then there's it's like the Aristocrats, except
then there's these slaves with a
no,
bird.
That's
Song of the South. Damn it.
Yes.
How dare you ruin my childhood by taking away Song of the South? No, that whole thing should be burnt.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, there's a lot of...
Stop thinking that our childhood was so innocent.
Yes.
It wasn't. It was full of stuff that they got away with. A lot of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, for heaven's sakes, the movie Airplane is rated PG. PG! That movie is at least an R. PG-13.
You feeling okay?
No, sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Whoa, I went there.
Sum up your experience in 2 words.
Stacked cast.
Stacked cast?
Yeah.
I don't think there's an explanation even needed.
No,
That one.
I think if you want to rewind it, and we talked about it for 20 minutes more than the movie.
You know, I'd say cute try. I mean, it was a cute movie, but it was not like kind of a combination between cute and good try. It was like it wasn't. It was cute for what it was, but it also
is that one of the
was not.
stickers you got in elementary? Like
Cute
cute
try?
try?
No,
No,
I just got you failed.
you failed.
You failed.
You failed, and it was just a scratch and sniff.
It's just one that says shame. When you scratched it, it just smelled like failure.
Nice try.
It smelled like a thumbs down.
Hey, cute try, but you know what? If I don't got that racist song with those cats in it, it ain't gonna fly with me, baby. Nope. And make sure you get that Scott Wolf and Alyssa Milano in there. What? No?
You okay?
Yes. I'm just saying, like, it's just the way. Like, I just don't know why. How they marketed this movie is just so weird to me. That they were like, 45 years later, get Scott Wolf and Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, that's
We
very
got to be
strange.
selling those tapes.
You know what? The kids will love.
They love that jazz commentary. It just makes no sense to me. I'm sorry. I finally lost it after.
Who's good with Scott Wolf and maybe they did it like a Mad Libs
think
thing
it
where
was
they're like name a person in a mobster film. Chet Palminteri, great. He plays a
They
Doberman.
were like, Scott Wolf. Well, his last name's Wolf. Let's just get him. Can we get Matthew Fox? No, this isn't the Fox.
Not the Fox and the Hound.
I'm so sorry. It's so
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm sorry, be ridiculous. Oh, where can people find us, Jeremy?
People can find us at thedeucepodcast.podbean.com, Google Play, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, all those kind of things. Of course, on Facebook and on Twitter at The Deuce Podcast.
Correct. Also, you can watch this one and the original one. I think it might come with a
Probably.
warning. Might come with a warning in the front of that one. Lady and the Tramp and Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure, both are on Disney Plus.
Yep.
You can find us where, like Jeremy said, you get your podcasts. So happy Independence Day, happy Pride, and remember, the sequel is king.
This is the night, it's a beautiful night, and we call it Bella Notte. Look at the skies, they have stars in their eyes, on this lovely Bella Notte. So